What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Let me know if you can hear me and see me just fine on the screen. Please let me know. Again, I'm not in my usual setup. I'm operating off of a green screen right now, and I need to know if you all can see and hear me just fine. All right, let me know in the comment section, guys. Let me know in the comment section. Can hear you good though. Freezing. They won't let you give this information. Hold on, I'll figure this out. All good. Blurry. Man. Is it blurry, guys? It's freezing and blurry. I don't see well. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this stream, and I am going to do this on my phone. In this live stream right here. So give me about 5 minutes, because that means I'm going to have to operate off of, excuse me, 2 phones. One so I can read my tweets, and the other so that you all can see me. All right. Give me a all good in the comment section if you heard what I said. Give me a all good in the comment section if you heard what I said. Wait. Hold on. Did y'all say the audio is perfect? Let me know in the comment section. Is the audio perfect? Is the audio to this stream perfect? Comment section. All good. You know what? It is what it is, man. Sometimes you just got to make do what it do. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it like this, man. I'm going to do it like this. Why, we can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's break down camp. And unfortunately, you won't be able to see me, but it's all good. Okay. You won't be able to see me, but it's all good. And I'm sorry about the inconvenience. Just trying to give y'all whatever I can. All right, let me see here. Let me get my background going. All right, cool. All right, give me a second. All right, one moment, guys. We'll get this just fine. All right. All right, so we're good. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Again, hit that like button. Hit that like button. You still gonna be preaching, TD. Amen. All right, hit that like button, guys. We're gonna go over today. So I don't need this right here. All right. So how y'all doing today, man? I hope all is well. Shout out to everybody watching right now. Hit that like button. That's gonna be very important. Let's punch that like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Somebody said go Bills. Yeah, man. How, and that's another thing we haven't even talked about. How y'all feel about the Austin Bills? The Austin Bills. If you haven't heard about that, y'all are tripping. The Buffalo Bills may be moving to Austin, Texas, because the owner of the Bills wants the state to pay 100% of the new stadium, over $1 billion. And they don't look like they're anywhere close to wanting to do that. But there are other cities that are willing to pay to bring them there. And it looks like Austin might be the destination. So what's up, all my Austin Bills fans? Meanwhile, Stephen Ross over here dropping, you know, 100 million on practice facilities. You know, just saying, just flexing for my owner. That's all. Man. Anyway, man, these owners are cheap as hell. Well, the owners are broke. They said they spent all their money buying the team and they don't have any more money. That's just the truth. They ain't broke. You know, they ain't broke. They got, you know, the team and they make money from it, but they don't have liquid assets just sitting around like, you know, many of the other owners do. You know, they basically said they don't have the money. We spent all $1.4 billion buying the team. That was all our money. That's what the ownership group said. So it is what it is. All right. Austin Bills in our division. We're gonna have to kick y'all out the division if you can't even keep your own team, man. I'm just saying. If you can't keep your own team, we got to kick you out this division. You know, but that's all right. Y'all gonna fall this year anyway. Y'all gonna fall this year, and they're gonna want y'all to move anyway after y'all win 3 games. All right. Anyway, man, let's get started. We're going to talk about today. I'm not going to keep y'all long tonight. Shout out to everybody who follows me on Twitter now. We're at 2,100 followers, when 4 days ago we were at about 1,800. So that's pretty lit. I'm going to pull up my tweets from today and we're going to talk about it. Y'all see the title of the video, right? Miami Dolphins training camp. They lied. Today was not good. We're going to talk about that, man. Because, you know, I was disgusted today. There was a part of me that was disgusted today, and it had nothing to do with more so the people on the field playing. But I realized, man, I just personally feel like a lot of these beat writers, they're just pretty much just amplifying all the good stuff just to, you know, get clicks and all that mess, man. But we're going to break it all down. All right. TD Fans Talk tweets. All right. Let me see here. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna go to the beginning of my tweets from today. I hope y'all enjoyed all of the content that I dropped on Twitter today. I took all kind of pictures. I was dropping them with links, giving y'all a full rundown of how practice went. So I hope y'all really enjoyed that, man. I really hope y'all enjoyed that. I did my thing today. I actually feel like I was an 8 out of 10 today. I'm getting better, y'all, covering training camp. I still got to work on typing real fast and not misspelling words, because either Twitter would correct my words, like Brissett always comes out as brisket. You know, they keep correcting several of my words, especially when I'm trying to abbreviate DBS for DBs. It be putting crazy stuff. So I'm learning, y'all. I'm getting better. TD, didn't know you have a dog. I don't have a dog. That's my mom's dog. Sonny, that's his name, little Sonny. He ended up having fun barking and playing with my sons, scaring my baby, by the way. But yeah, he's in there having a good old time. But yeah, All right, man, let's get started, man. We're gonna break these tweets down because I want to talk about today. For the record, I know a lot of people. A lot of times, you really just want to hear about Tua Tagovailoa. How was his day? We got plenty of stuff to talk about today. I'll just keep it 1,000 with y'all. Overall, I felt like overall, at least, Brissett had a better day than Tua today. I don't think it's really much to like be like. It's not big news though. It's not like Tua did bad today. Um, he did good today. Tua did good today, but I just feel like, man, we're gonna break it down. I'll tell y'all how I feel was what was frustrating me with our offense because although I see, Tua's doing good, Brissett doing good. Brissett had a great day to me today. I think he just really did well. I'm just missing the explosiveness. Like, I'll explain it to y'all. I'll explain it to y'all as I go because I got to narrate today. Basically, I'm up there in the stands and I'm watching practice today. And, sometimes I have to calibrate myself. So there's certain things that I see that people are not happy that I report. So I had people that watched this channel that were sitting close to me. And every time something would happen that wasn't favorable and I felt like, let me make sure I'm not tripping, I would like tap those people and say, hey, what did you see on that play? I wouldn't lead the question like, do you think this is happening? Do you think that is happening? I wouldn't lead it or nothing. I would just say, what did you think about that play? And they would say exactly what I would report to y'all. And I'm like, man, I knew I'm not tripping on these things, So we're gonna break down some of that stuff. But let's walk through practice. As I'm reading these tweets, I'll get a better feel of what's going on. So practice began. All right, so let me read them. All right. Let me see here. Let me go to the ones that matter. All right, so everyone goes to their position group and puts work in. All right. Linebackers will make the difference this year. Defensive line works on fumble punching drills. And here we go. Here comes the passing drills. Tua connects with Devontae Parker. And that's when I realized, whoa, Devontae Parker is practicing. And let me tell you, he looked good early on. He came out of that, like that first rep. I didn't even know it was him. I was just focused on Tua. Tua was back to pass. I said, man, whoever this tall guy is, or just ran a sweet route. And I saw that number 11. I said, Parker out here. Okay. Parker's back. So that was pretty lit. So he was practicing. He looked good. Tua connects on all his out routes. So Parker was his first rep, the first throw he ever threw of the day, which means, that's your starting receiver. He leading it off. He got the first shake. All right. He gets that one. Then and what they were doing, they were just running these are passing drills. Remember, I told y'all this. No DBs, so they run a out, they run an in, they run a comeback. Then the quarterback switch sides and they do it to opposite side. Run a out, run a in, run a comeback. They're just giving you the route tree. The quarterback's just throwing the route tree. It's not hard, but you get to see their arm and stuff like that. No defense. So they're basically throwing it to everyone. And, they look good. Brissett, Tua, they look good early on. I just don't really give Sinnett much shake. Not because of him, but, because of him. Anyway, all right, so keeping it moving. Brissett and Sinnett sharp throws early. Tua en route to Parker. Parker didn't look smooth on his break, kind of stumbled, but y'all know I'm a detailed person, no big deal. Like the second throw to Parker where he actually stumbled to the ground a little bit, but he still made the catch. It just didn't look like a clean route, but it had nothing to do with an injury or nothing. I think he just kind of like got ahead of his speed or whatever. All right, so here comes another one. Tua to Parker, ball high but larger. But Parker does what he does best, completes the 15-yard pass. These are just passing drills, no defense. All right. All QBs look really good making all their throws. No short passes on passing drills so far today. Maybe signs for an open up day. It had me intrigued because the last two practices, Well, the last practice I was at on Saturday, it was like during passing drills, everything was short. Today, the passing drills was the route tree, all that good mid depth stuff and deep balls. And that's why I was like, maybe today they're going to open it up on the offense. Maybe we're going to have a treat. Okay. And then I tweeted out a picture of Tua to Parker throwing on the break, and I put sweet because Tua hit Parker right on the break. You can see the ball coming out right when Parker's on the out break, and it was just a great connection, good throw. But again, remember, y'all, no DBs. All right. Then I tweeted, ladies and gentlemen, it is wartime, which means they're about to put some work in. So we had some red zone action early on. Tua's first red zone play was a touchdown to Gaskins. Now, I remember this when it was a quick little dart in the middle, touchdown, bam, quick strike, like hut, 1, 2, in there, bam, right between the coverage, got touchdown. I said, all right, here we go. We starting out. Then the very next play, Tua overthrew the receiver in back of end zone. I still remember this. He just overthrew him. You know, it was probably sailed about 2 foot higher than it should have. And the receiver was wide open, and he just missed the throw on that one. The next play, Tua to Parker, back of end zone, tiptoe touchdown. Now, this was the thing of beauty, y'all. This is the one y'all see on Twitter, the video. That was a beautiful pass. Tua threw it to Parker. Parker tiptoed, got it down. It was a sweet touchdown, man. It really was. Let me see. Where's your mug? Hey, listen. It's blurry because I don't have my normal internet, all right? But I'm doing the audio version of the show, okay? All right, next up, Tua across the middle, pass breakup, incomplete. Next play, Tua throws ball away, no one open, all right? So here's what I want y'all to get out of this real quick. So we got 2 touchdowns, but we also had 5 plays that didn't work out, and that's 7 plays so far, right? The very next play, Tua in the flat for 2 yards, nothing open in the end zone. That's 8 plays, and we got 2 touchdowns. Tua, touchdown to Grant, amazing pass, threads the needle. We get 3 touchdowns out of, I think it was like 10 plays, if I'm not mistaken, that I counted. But he got 3 touchdowns out of 10. You know what all the beat writers wrote? Tua, 3 touchdowns in the red zone. That's it. That's it. They didn't say it was 3 for 10. And I'm not saying that to say it was Tua's fault, but I'm saying that because this offense is starting to concern me as I continue to watch them. And it's not a Tua Tagovailoa thing. It's just an overall offense thing. 3 out of 10, y'all. 3 out of 10. Let me tell you why that's a problem, because all through practice, this is what we're getting. We're getting low percentage, and every time someone makes it a heck of a play, it's like 1 out of 7 times, but we rave like the other 6 didn't happen. And then on Twitter, the timeline of all the beat writers is as if 6 of them didn't happen, just the great one happened. And that's the issue. It's like it's a lie. I mean, it's like painting a picture that it all is looking better and stuff, when I actually feel like it's kind of like a stagnant offense. All right. Now, this is just red zone work. You'll see what I'm talking about as we continue, okay? All right, next play. Tua, incomplete to Grant, pass breakup. So that was probably the 10th one. All right. After that, Preston Williams, touchdown from Brissett right away. First play, touchdown. Second one, it's moving so fast, I already missed several Brissett plays. Sinnett getting no reps. Missed Brissett's plays. I didn't miss them, but I couldn't keep up with the tweets. Brissett was connected on everything he threw in that session. But I was still sending y'all the other stuff with Tua, so I couldn't catch up. And Sinnett didn't get any reps. They went right back to Tua. Usually all 3 of them are rotating, so it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. They're not wasting reps on Sinnett as much. They're letting those 2 guys, Brissett and Tua, get all the reps. Sorry, it's just sipping my Powerade. All right. So Tua's back at the action. So here's how the next one went. Tua, incomplete, pass breakup in the middle, okay? Next play, Tua incomplete, another pass breakup. Then I tweeted, defense wins that battle. Everyone is back to individual position group practice. So right after that, they went to group practices. Tua had 2 throws. Both of them were pass breakups right after. And I guess they gave him Sinet's drills, but they only did 2 plays. And then they all went to individual drills. So when you look at the context so far, you got 3 touchdowns by Tua in 12 plays technically. And Brissett, like everything was on the money. And this isn't a comparison between the two. All I'm saying is I feel like Brissett did have a better day today. And we're too stagnant on offense. Like the crowd goes crazy for a touchdown, but it's like it outweighs the 4 incompletes before that, So and y'all will see this common theme throughout practice. All right. You'll see the common theme. Let's continue. Okay. All right. I wrote these windows are tighter than one would expect because they were tight windows, but plays still could have been made, y'all. All right, here we go. Nothing was open. The few successful plays were all perfect QB and wide receiver connections. Teams will need to be perfect to score against this defense in the red zone. That was me giving praise to the defense as well. Okay. Hold on. Let me turn off this. Okay. I got it. That was me giving praise to the defense. Why am I giving praise to the defense? Because even Brissett's touchdowns and Tua's touchdowns, those guys had to be perfect on those throws. That's how rough it was. Early on in the red zone, that's how rough it was. All right. All right, let's keep it going. Let me see. D-line will be critical this year. I see a much improved O-line, but let's see when the pads come on. These are all things I was tweeting. DBs made us last year. Can they do it again with or without X? QB's working on handoffs right now. And I'm giving pictures. This is the time where I'm giving pictures of each position group working. Wide receivers putting in work. Here's Parker. That's that famous play. You see him doing a little drill. I took a picture of that. It's funny that the Dolphins took a picture of it as well. I just got a different angle. You can check all these pictures out on my Twitter, okay? Will the linebacker stop the run this year? I took a picture of their drills. Back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here we go. So now this was interesting. They did a split field, okay? The far field by the facilities was 11 on 11. And the close field was a 7 on 7. So Tua started at the 11 on 11 and Brissett started at the 7 on 7, okay? So you're going to see me going back and forth because I'm watching both fields plays, okay? Thankfully, they weren't at the same time. I got to watch one after the other, then back to the one, and it was kind of like off of each other. All right, so first play, Tua hands it off in an 11 on 11. The second play, Brissett on the 7 on 7, red zone touchdown to Preston Williams right away. The next play for Tua on the other side, handoff again. And again, I'm not talking about handoffs because the pads ain't on. Tomorrow you'll see me not focused on the quarterback, but more focused on the trenches. So you'll still get tweets about Tua, this and that, but I'm really going to be focusing on the trenches tomorrow. All right, because I think that's very important. And to see how the quarterback handles the real pressure. All right. All right, next play, Brissett incomplete in the middle on 7 on 7s. Then over the other side, 2 or 3 handoffs in a row. Then on the other side, Brissett almost picked off. He almost got picked. He lucked out because the receiver saved him on it. Then Tua and Brissett just switched fields. So what happened was Tua ran over to the 7 on 7 and Brissett ran over to the 11 on 11. So they switched fields at this point. Same teams, but they switching fields. So that means both teams are getting first offense reps. Both quarterbacks are, you know how it looks like that Tua's getting all the first team reps and Brissett's getting all the second team. When they do this here, they both get first team reps and second team 7 on 7 reps. They both do. Just taking a sip of the drink. All right. So here we go. Tua completes immediate would-be tackle in the zone. So he made a quick completion in the zone that wasn't a touchdown. These plays are starting at the 15, by the way. But he completed it in the middle, and it would have, like, the receiver would have caught it and got tackled right away. So good completion, about 10 yards, if I'm not mistaken. Brissett in 11 on 11 doing handoffs like Tua was. And then Tua, wide open running back touchdown in the middle in 7 on 7. Hold on, y'all. Yes, sir.
Sonny, a back dog.
Yes, go play with Sonny, okay? That's my little one playing with the dog. All right, Tua, yeah, that one he found a wide open running back in the middle. Now, Tua held the ball a little long. He was looking for somebody. Nobody was there, but somehow the DBs in the 7 on 7 just left the running back wide open in the middle of the field. And two of the DBs were like frustrated with each other afterwards, like, what are you doing? Next play, Tua, incomplete to tight end, pass interference. For the record, still had no chance to complete in that. This was real tight coverage. The ball was high in a way anyway. He would have never caught it, but the DB screwed up. He never needed to jump on the offensive player's back, but he did anyway. Scared, thinking the ball was coming, but it was overthrown anyway. He should have never did it, but the refs threw the flag, and we got the free play, so that was pretty cool. Next, nothing but handoffs on the 11 on 11 field. And then Tua runs over to 11 on 11 field. Sinet hops in on 7 on 7. All right, so Sinet's not getting any work with the 11 on 11 so far. All right, Tua back to handing the ball off. These are obvious run plays. And then I had to correct myself, y'all, because earlier in the day I was like, ooh, y'all, well, I'm realizing that now. You notice how I said Preston Williams caught 2 touchdowns from Brissett already? I tweeted out correction. Preston is on the COVID list. I saw number 18 and saw Parker active and assumed Preston was as well. I'm so used to the 18 Preston was wearing, but that's not Preston anymore, okay? That's Foster. That was Foster who caught those touchdowns, who continues to shine in camp, y'all. He continues to shine in camp. All right, so I made that correction in the tweets. Let's see here. All running plays right now. Running backs breaking some decent runs, but y'all know how I don't care unless until they are fully padded. All right. Pass fumble drills, special teams time. Grant and Waddle back to receive. Number 10 catches and runs on a kick. What I feel should have easily been a fair catch. Waddle fair catch it, and so does Grant. Lord, don't let the number 6 pick return punts. Protect him at all costs. Great punt from the 35 to the 6. Now listen, our punter was giving it to him today. Our punter was launching everything inside the 20. I mean, there was one punt that went to the 1 yard line. See, Grant and Waddle thought they were slick on a lot of the punts. They would fake like they're going to get it, but it would actually go behind them, and they were hoping it would be a touchback. But our punter had so much air on the ball that when it hit the ground, it didn't take off in the end zone. A lot of them bounced right in that area, and we fielded some great punts today, man. The special teams game looking sweet, y'all, and that is a huge factor in games. So the punter, big up to the punter. He did his thing today. He was rocking those boys in the 10-yard line. I mean, just back to back. But let me tell y'all something. There were times where Waddle wasn't fair catching it, and it was frustrating me. I know that they're practicing, but the defenders were right in your face, and you're still catching it and trying to make a move. Stop. You in real life, you're going to get blasted. It was just frustrating me because I'm biased on that because I don't want to see him returning kicks anyway. I don't want no unnecessary injuries. All right, here we go. Everyone putting in work, doing walkthrough of different formation and plays. 7 on 7, but my favorite part, it's in the open field. Here we go. First play, Tua, check down for 3 yards. So I want y'all to see what I mean in this. So the first play, Tua checked it down for 3 yards. Second play, Tua badly overthrows a tight end that was wide open in the zone. This one, he just sailed high. I mean, this tight end got behind his zone, turned around, sit down. He just overthrew it. Tight end looking like a basketball player leaping in the air, still wasn't even close. It was just a bad throw. He sailed it. Let me see. Next play. Tua, nothing open, finds tight end for 5 yards, immediate tackle. So this is a play I actually saw him read his progressions. You're good. This is a play I actually saw him reading his progressions. He went through the progressions and nothing was there. And then he saw the tight end at the very last minute and dumped it off for 5 yards. And I just felt like it was like a 6-second play. In real life, maybe he wouldn't have had that long. And let me see what's next. Okay, so after that, Brissett got on the field. So let me show y'all what I'm talking about, though, real quick. So this is that open field part that I'm very critical about because I want to see us move the ball, right? So this is what I mean by inconsistency with our offensive movement. We wait for a big play and blow it up like the offense is getting better. This on 7-on-7s, here are his plays. Tua checkdowns for 3 yards. Tua badly overthrows a tight end that was in the zone wide open. Tua, nothing open, finds a tight end late for the immediate tackle. That looks like 4th and 2 to me in a punt. You see what you see why? And it's not about Tua. Because remember, what I'm saying to y'all is nobody was open on some of them plays too. And we got Parker back. I mean, you can't expect, we can't always live with the luxury. Well, Fuller's not back. You still got weapons out there. Guys who are playing good football. That's what concerns me the most. Our offense just isn't moving like fluently where you're comfortable. And they're making it seem like this offense is improved, and I just don't see it. Because right there, we're punting the ball right away. Technically, if y'all see what I'm saying here. So it doesn't matter what plays happen after that because it's already a punt. It's 4th and 2 now. And that's my issue. All right, so after those 3 plays, it's Brissett's turn. Brissett, nice find of to the tight end for 25 yards. Brissett's first play, 25-yard dagger. All right. Next play, Brissett hits running back on a sit down in the zone for 5 yards. That's 30 yards down the field. The next play, Brissett, low throw that the receiver can't haul in. Not the best throw. So that was a tough throw right there. And to me, when you put those together, now we're at a 3rd and 5 situation. All right, here's the next play. Brissett, I said Brissett is brisket. My phone keeps correcting it. All right, here we go. Next play. Brissett across the middle, tight coverage, nice throw, but broken up. We punt again. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Right there is another punt. If you look at it in real game time, we got a 25-yard dagger. So say you start on the 30. So that 25-yarder puts you at the 45 of the opposing team. Then you get a 5-yard play and puts you at the 40, which is a 57-yard field goal. And on 3rd down, you don't convert. And Flores, I don't know if he's going to go for a 57. Jason Sanders is good for it, but he's not going to go for the 57. Yet another punt. And this is my issue. People were out there raving about Jacoby Brissett's 25-yard pass because it was a thing of beauty. But it still resulted in a punt. It still resulted in a punt. Somebody said TD act like we ain't top 5 defense. Bruh, the reason why I do what I do is to keep things under perspective. I understand that we're a top 5 defense, but should that excuse my breakdown of this? Because when you get in the playoffs and you make it to a divisional round or a championship round, you're going to go up against the top 5 defense. So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't wait till you get there to be concerned. Now. Be concerned now. Don't wait until you get to the AFC Championship and then realize, yeah, we struggle against the top defenses. I mean, everyone does, but I'm showing you that concern now. I don't want to be like Buffalo, good enough to be not good enough. Making it to the AFC Championship, running into one of them top defense and just looking like trash. I don't want that to happen to us. So I'm breaking it down because I'm telling you, what's the ultimate goal, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the comment section. What is the ultimate goal for this team? And I think everybody should be on the same page. What is the ultimate goal? Highlight word is ultimate. Let me know what y'all think. Ultimate goal. Thank you. Super Bowl. So when I talk on this channel, it's about Super Bowl. Not your regular season. We're going to be fine because the quarterback going to rip up teams in the zone and we made it to the playoffs. Some of y'all are so hurt that we ain't been to the playoffs so long that's y'all Super Bowl. It's not going to be mine. I don't want that to happen to us. I don't want what happened to Buffalo the other day to happen to us. I don't. So that's why. So I'm not acting like we don't have a top 5 defense. That's part of the problem. Don't we play Tampa this year? Don't we play Tampa this year? And we play some other teams whose defenses have gotten better. We got to perform, man. So we getting punts out here. We could be happy about Brissett's 25-yard play, but we still punted the ball. So I'm sorry. They're not going to tell you that. The beat writers ain't going to give y'all the truth about what's happening out here. They're going to lie to you and tell you, oh, it was an amazing day. I see the growth. Growth to what? Be good enough to lose? No, that ain't what we're doing. All right. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. All right, here we go. Wow. Here's was the next play. Wow. Number 42 with the interception. Receiver had it and 42 snatched the bobble away. And this was on Brissett. It wasn't Brissett's fault, though. Brissett put a low ball only where his guy can get it. And the guy actually, I thought, had it, but he jumbled it. And number 42 just snatched it away and went down the field. And that's the interception. Y'all saw they tweeted this play. The Miami Dolphins showed you this play. So they put this one out here. That pick wasn't a bad throw. It was low to where only the receiver can get it in tight coverage because you noticed the other guy was trying to bat it away. But it got jumbled around. All right, next play. Sinet's turn. In other words, how y'all doing? Anyway, Tua's turn again. Tua, beautiful pass against the zone. 30 yards in the middle of the field. Safety bid on the play, wide open tight end. I saw this one. This was a too high safety. And what happened was the safety had the inside tight end on this one. The safety pre-snap start heading downhill towards the line of scrimmage. And when Tua hiked the ball, the tight end just ran right past the safety. And no one was there. And Tua looked at it the whole time, and he hit his guy, what you got to do. You see that man come that open, you better hurry up and get it to him. He got it to him. It was a 30-yard strike straight to the tight end. The other safety had to come over and make the touch stop. So it ended up being like a 30-yard gain. And I'm like, yes, a big play, and it flips the field. But bad on our defense because they just blew that assignment. All right. Next play. Tua, nothing to throw. Two holds ball too long, whistle blows. He's looking, he rolls right. He held the ball so long, they just blew the whistle. And he was like, and he still had it in his hand. They just ended the play. Moments like that, I just wish he would throw it away right before they end the play because it'll give us a sense that you're practicing the right habits because somebody can be coming behind you and light you up. Get rid of that ball. You had it by 7-8 seconds, y'all. And they end up blowing the whistle because he had it so long. Next play. Tua across the middle, complete in the zone for 10 yards. Next play. Brissett, complete pass, but we have a hurt player. Number 42 is a little too physical on the play. Looks like Ahmed is down. Ahmed was down on the ground for a while, but he ended up getting up and brushing it off. I'll see if they put him on any type of restriction tomorrow, but he looked just fine. Next up, across the middle for about 20 yards in tight coverage, complete. Nice pass and nice catch. Brissett, nowhere to go, holds on long, rolls out, incomplete. Another one where he held quarterback holds on to the ball too long, rolls out of the pocket, and he threw this one and it was still incomplete. And I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of that, y'all. They're just holding the ball for quite some time until they find somebody open. Next up, Brissett, no, Ahmed looks fine, just a little roughed up. Wait on official report on that one. All right, next play. Tua, play action, dump off to Gaskins a few yards. That short gain stuff again. We play action. He looked down the field, threw it right in the flat. Quick little two yards or whatever. Then the crowd start chanting, "Let's go, Howard." I put the video on Twitter. It sounds like all kind of people on Instagram and stuff is sharing the video of the crowd going crazy, screaming, "We want Howard and let's go, Howard." It was just crazy, man. All right, next play. Tua dumps off to the flats immediately. Offense looks like it's going to rely on yards at the catch. This play, there wasn't even no looking down the field. It was hike, flats, bam. It was like 2 yards before he got touched. And I was just like, man, they're really going to be relying on a lot of yards at the catch. They're going to be relying on Waddle, Wilson, Grant, guys like that to catch it and make a move behind the line of scrimmage, break one, and then go. Because it's just so many throws to the flats. Just so many. And I can't say that, like, some of them are nothing's open, check down. But some of them look like they're also designed. It's like that Adam Gase stuff that we grew to hate. Real talk. It's like that Adam Gase stuff that we grew to hate. So that concerns me. It really does. All right, here we go. Next play by Tua. Tua just amazed me, and so did Waddle. Bullet across the middle. I could see it develop, and so did Tua. Would have easily been a 40-yard gain. Listen, this was a beautiful play. Waddle ran his route, got behind the coverage, and I saw the crease in the middle of the field. Tua saw it too. He lasered it straight across the middle. Waddle was like wide open. Bam, hit him, and Waddle would have probably got 40 yards on the play. Now, I'm going to pause right there because I want to say this. It was a beautiful play by Tua, and it was a beautiful play by Waddle. But the issue I have with this offense is this. We have like 1 out of every 12 plays that make you feel like this. And I don't like that. It's unacceptable to me. We sit here and we make it look like, and when I say plays, I mean explosive. Because this was explosive in the sense that Waddle ran such a good route, he got himself open. Not all those 20-yard slants with a defender on your back, but heck of a play. Those are like 50-50 to me. I'm talking about great execution to where you're getting easy targets in the secondary. And it's like we're getting this 1 out of every 12, which to me is very unacceptable because a lot of times we don't even get that because we're punting. And in practice, they don't punt. They're just continuing their reps. And in a real game, this is why we get stagnant and get no momentum because we're not making plays on a consistent basis. I'm not seeing a consistent flow from the offense. And anybody who want to say, but bro, it's still early. I know that. I'm just telling you what we see right now. So if a week from now we see the same thing, we start to understand the trend. And if a week from there, when it's no longer early anymore, we see the same thing, we know that this is actually a major issue. There's nothing consistently explosive about what we're doing. It's just a whole bunch of pass breakups, passes in the flats, short little 5-yard dump offs across the middle, and then bam, there go a 40-yard play, and we hoop and holler like all day because we got a few other completions that were so short. And that's the issue I have. And again, this isn't a Jacoby Brissett thing. It's not a Tua thing. I'm just talking to y'all in general about the offense. And I'm telling y'all, when I left today, I wanted to make sure I wasn't just tripping, being the typical critical me. Everybody that was like, hey, TD, what's up, man? I was like, oh, I'm good. I made it a point to go ahead and conversate with them because I asked every single person that hit me up today, that came up to me today. I said, what did you think? What do you think about this offense? And everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's saying the exact same thing. Well, it's early, they make a few plays, but I was bored. It really wasn't nothing happening. It was a lot of dump offs. The D line looked like they're going to dominate when they get in pads. This is what a whole bunch of people out there that I asked, keep it real with me. What do you see? And I made sure I didn't lead. I made sure I didn't, try to convince them to see one way or another. I just asked their opinion. What do you think about this offense? And every single one of them just felt like it's an offense of a whole bunch of quick hitters that we're hoping can go the distance. And it just makes me feel like we're going to do a lot of punting unless we execute those things at a high clip. And now, I mean, it is fair to say that it is early, but I'm just saying nothing is making me happy right now in regards to the offense. Defense, a lot of things to be proud of, especially since your number one corner ain't there. And I know he's an awesome corner, Xavier Howard, but we would look a lot worse if him and Byron were out there at the same time. Because a lot of these plays that we're taking advantage of with Foster and these slants on the outside coming inside, them things, many of those wouldn't be happening with X because these second and third string corners are still right there in the play, batting it down or just missing. So that's where I'm at with it, man. Somebody said turn your camera on, TD. No, man, it's real blurry and laggy because I'm on my phone internet. I'm doing a mobile hotspot. So everybody said it was bad quality and blurry. So I said, okay, I'll do the audio version of the show. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep going through practice. All right. All right, here comes Brissett's turn. Brissett, dump off in the flats, complete for a few yards. More of that short stuff. Next play. Brissett, flushed out of the pocket, finds receiver on a comeback, but caught it out of bounds. Yeah, the receiver ended up catching his ball out of bounds. So that would have been another stall. Next play. One fan, no, this ain't a play. One fan screams, let's trade Howard, and the rest of the fans start booing him. Then read Sinet's turn. Sinet hands the ball off. Coffee break time. Wow. Sinet was wide open, has a wide open receiver behind the defense and overthrows him badly. Yeah, this will make me mad. I finally saw a wide receiver behind the defense, and Sinet just overthrew it bad. That's another thing that I said earlier. We didn't throw a single go route today. Like, I'm not exaggerating, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't throw a single go route. We threw nothing deep on like a fly route or nothing like that today. The most we got was like deep crossing routes, like that 40-yarder with Waddle, and it was like a 20-some yard catch, but he would have went like 40 yards because he had that much room to run after it. It was beautiful. But we didn't take no shots down the field. None. Nothing. No shots past 30 where the ball traveled past 30 yards today. I can't recall one. And I'm sure there were probably one or two that I just don't remember, but I can't recall. And I certainly haven't read it yet. And I've got every play. All right. Well, Sinet took some shots deep. It didn't matter. Sinet. All right, here we go. Tua time. So Tua's back. Tua, play action, and Will had an easy sack, but throws to the flat complete. Wilkins put his finger in the air to say if we had pads, that was an easy one. Y'all remember what I was telling y'all Saturday night on the stream? Same stuff. This time, Wilkins just blew off the line of scrimmage. Wilkins got back there. He tapped Tua, and he just threw his hand in the air like, I got me one. But the play was still going after that. And Tua threw the ball for a little short gain after that. So they let the play keep going, but Wilkins stopped. He just ran like he was running to the end zone with his finger in the air like, I got one. And I need him to have plenty of those in the regular season. But anyway, it was a flat throw anyway after the fact. Next play, Tua, jet sweep to Grant, flies down the field. More of that short stuff, but I like jet sweeps, especially with the weapons we have. But Grant got that ball, and he went right up that sideline. And they weren't tackling or nothing, so he went up probably like 15 to 20 yards, but they stopped because would he have made the move against those corners? We don't know. Pads were known they weren't really tackling. Next play, Tua threads the needle for a nice completion, maybe 9 yards. So that was a good pass. So y'all see what I'm saying? A lot of inconsistency, and then we might get one here and there. And that ain't just Tua, it's just our offense in general. All right. Brissett looked sharp, completing his last 3 passes. Couldn't tweet them because I had to get footage of the crowd screaming, "We want Howard." So I didn't tweet the Brissett possessions, but he had 3 completions back to back to back. They were pretty nice, like mid-range ones. Another water break. Forgive my bad spelling tweets. I'm moving as fast as I ever thought I'd need to. All right, back to the action. Starting out with fumble drills, diving on loose footballs, more special teams work. Waddle runs when he would have fair caught it. Yeah, I just kept seeing Waddle running the ball when it needs to be a fair catch. It was just aggravating me because the guy, if it was real speed, he would get lit up every time. And Grant was practicing it right, waving that arm and catching it. But Waddle's just catching them and trying to make a move anyway, even though the guys are pulling up and not going full speed. It just messes with my nerves because I could just see an injury coming out of that, and I don't want it to happen. Waddle dives on a grounded ball and did a good job fielding it. Back to work. All right, here we go. 11 on 11 continues. Tua, red zone, across the middle to Waddle, wide open, possible sack. This one I couldn't gauge if it was a sack or not. The defender got there before he threw it, but I don't know if he actually would have made the play. The way Tua stepped up, I think he still might have missed them. And Tua throws the ball to Waddle across the middle. But it wasn't a touchdown in the red zone, just a quick little completion. Next play, Tua rolls left, throws too far away from the target to get a chance to complete it. So the play was incomplete. I remember this when the tight end was coming around. Tua rolled to his left. I saw the tight end. He had like a 3-foot step on his man, and Tua just threw it the right height. But it was too far in front of him. He couldn't run fast enough to get there. So he sailed the pass a little. And I think it was because he was rolling out at the same time. It was just a bad timing thing. So another incompletion. All right. Tua, touchdown, back of the end zone. DB number 9 lost on the play. Yeah, this is the one. I don't even know who number 9 is. He was just turning around in circles like the receiver was wide open in the back of the end zone, and I'm glad Tua saw him and hit him right away. And the DB just staring like, where's the ball? Yeah, it's already caught. Like, what are you doing? He made it too easy. Next play, Brissett hands the ball off and goes maybe 3 yards, but no pads yet. Is that Noah? Is Noah number 9? Oh, that's not good. That's Noah. Oh, geez. Trust me, I saw. Yeah, he's not playing well, y'all, because I saw plenty of stuff. Number 9 just all right. Whew. Them contract talks need to get right with X. Gosh, I'm telling y'all, that play stuck out to me. Like it was an easy touchdown. Like he was in position, but didn't even know where the ball was, and the tight end just moved over a little. Or the big receiver. I don't know if it was a tight end or receiver. but just an easy touchdown catch. And after it was caught, he's still playing defense. Like, man. All right, Brissett hands off, goes for 3 yards, no pads yet. I already read that. Here we go. Brissett, gorgeous pass to corner of end zone. Number 32 just drops it. I remember this one too. And y'all tell me who is number 32 because he made me mad on this. Brissett dropped a beautiful teardrop in the corner of the end zone. It's literally on both of his hands. I'm not talking about an outstretched hand where it go off the tips. I'm talking about almost on his hands and his chest at the same time, and he just dropped it. He just dropped it. Just easy. Easy pass. Like, it was beautiful. And the route was ran perfect, but you didn't finish. Patrick Laird, I told y'all his day's numbered. I told y'all that. When Patrick Laird let Gaskins and Ockman come in and steal every rep that he earned up to that point when he was here with Balaj and Drake, he was gone. I already knew he gone this year. He gone this year. He knew it. And if he makes this team, shocker, he gone this year. Especially after what that drop today. Wide, Brissett. I'm telling y'all, Brissett dropped it in there beautifully. Just dropped it. See, that's why I'm telling y'all I'm concerned about the offense. But he ain't gonna be on the team anyway. So anyway, next play. Brissett, beautiful touchdown pass in tight coverage and back of end zone. Flag, offsides on the defense. Free play, we will easily decline. I remember this when the defensive lineman jumped early. The flag came out. Brissett back to pass. He struck it at the back line of the end zone. Easy touchdown. The defender 2 yards behind him. So that would have been a decline touchdown. Well, decline the flag. Next play, Tua back up. Tua finds a wide open Waddle for 10 yards, stopped short of the touchdown. This is more of that 15-yard line red zone work. He found Waddle right in the middle of the field. Literally, y'all, I'm telling y'all, Waddle has been wide open so much, especially when they run the zone. And Tua that's his favorite target. He's just hitting it right in the middle of that zone every time to Waddle. But Waddle ran after the catch, and he got to like the 2-yard line, so he couldn't punch it in. Next play, Tua pass to the corner of the end zone. Should have been thrown sooner. Gave DB time to catch up and bat it down. So you remember Patrick Laird's drop? It was like the exact same play. Tua drops a teardrop, and it was a beautiful pass, just like Brissett's, but he threw it late. The receiver had the DB beat, just like Laird had his man beat. The pass was beautiful, but he threw it a second late. The DB wasn't even in the play. He like 4 yards behind, and the ball on the way, and the DB was able to catch up and bat it down. So they're running some good stuff with those routes, but Tua's timing was pretty bad on that one. Let me see here. Next play, Tua throws ball away after rolling out. D-line, great penetration. Center gets bullied. Should have been an offensive holding on that play. Man, he backed the pass 1 second, 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, that line broke down. You saw the center holding on to somebody like the guy was trying to get the Tua, but the flag should have came and never came. That would have been offensive holding. And then another defensive lineman forced Tua to roll out a little bit. It was just great penetration. And Tua smartly throws the ball away. All right. Tua handoff. They gave the offense a touchdown to Gaskins, but I'm not sure that's a touchdown with pads on. Remember, right now they're on like 3-yard line because Waddle got in there. And they handed it off to Gaskins after they couldn't complete when Tua had to throw it away. And Gaskins had hands on him before he crossed the line of scrimmage, but they're not tackling, so they let him finish down. But in real football, there would have been some opposition. He might have been able to still punch it through, or they could have sent them backwards. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. We will find out tomorrow, all right? Y'all hit that like button, guys. All right, what else we got? Brissett almost sacked, gets it off for a diving catch, a little shaken on the play, but waves the trainer off. So this is the one where Brissett was almost sacked, but he actually avoided the sack. You can see it. He got the ball off while it was happening, and he stepped away from it. And I think they hit his hand or something. You could tell he was grimacing and going down, like bending his body like he was in pain. The trainers were running over there, and he just waved them off. And something must have got into him, because if I'm not mistaken, he went on a tear after that. Let me read what he did, because maybe I think he did. Let me see what I wrote. Next play, Brissett comes back with a bullet across the middle after 5 seconds for the touchdown, but no defenders around him. Great job by the O-line. He threw a bullet touchdown on that. The reason why I emphasize 5 seconds, because in real life, I don't think you can expect 5 seconds. But when I looked at the protection, they did a heck of a job on that play. It wasn't a defensive lineman anywhere near. So I was hesitant to even mention the 5 seconds on that one. All right, next play. Brissett, corner of end zone, just couldn't connect off the wide receiver's fingers. This one, they couldn't connect. It was like the same play again. It was off of the receiver's fingers. He couldn't corral it in. But it was one of those ones where you stretch out, put your hands on it. So the throw could have been a little bit lighter, or the receiver could have put a little more effort. So it's one of those things where, we didn't connect on that one. Next one, Brissett. Wow, another dart by Brissett in the back of the end zone. I must admit, he looks sharp right now. Side note, the O-line's keeping him very clean on many of these plays. That's when I start noticing the O-line was giving these guys, like they were sitting back there, and you know how you have a pocket because it's like a U shape? These guys were making a line. It wasn't even a pocket. The quarterback was back there living life by himself. He wasn't in a pocket because the protection was so good. They just had a straight up line up front where nobody was getting through. And I was like, man, I hope this O-line can show me that tomorrow in pads. Next play. This is when Jason Sanders went on a kicking tear. Jason Sanders, good from 30. Jason Sanders, good from 44. Jason Sanders, good from 46, right hash. Jason Sanders, good from 47, left hash. Jason Sanders, good from 50, right hash, with 10 yards to spare. Jason Sanders, good from 51, right hash. This man is kicking with a foot fetish. He was and then last segment of 11 on 11, Tua time. All right, here we go. Tua finds wide receiver on 12-yard slant. Nick Needham, too much cushion. Yeah, Needham gave too much cushion on this play. And they connected right away on the 12-yard slant. Next play, Tua hands the ball off to Gaskins, goes nowhere. Next play, Tua, incomplete to a sloppy play by Grant. I ain't like this one. So let me read this one. Tua, incomplete to a sloppy play by Grant, but refs call pass interference, which is crazy because the DB jammed him at the line and Grant stumbled. Tua threw behind Grant and he couldn't make the catch 3 seconds after the scuffle. So on this play, Grant's at the line of scrimmage. They hike the ball. The DB jams Grant. Grant hits the ground. That's all legal. I think that the ref only saw Grant trying to get up off the ground, but the DB still being a little physical. And the flag comes out. Then Grant gets up on his feet and finishes his route. Ends up getting wide open, by the way. And wide open target in the middle of the field. Tua throws and just missed him, threw behind him. It was just a bad play overall. Grant was already on the ground from the beginning. Then he got up, got open. Tua, wide open guy, just passed, just threw it too far to the right. It was just ugly. But I didn't like the pass interference call because it happened in the first 5 yards before. It happened right away. They jammed them because they were in a lot of man at this time, y'all. They were doing man coverage finally. This was like one of the rare times that they finally do man coverage, and I don't like it. In man coverage, Tua threw a 12-yard slant because Nick Needham gave too much cushion. The next play, they hand off the Gaskins, went nowhere. Then Tua incomplete to that Grant play, and it was just sloppy. And what did that spell? A punt. Next, Brissett completes on 1 at play. Completion. Oh, Brissett completion on first play. All right. Second play was an amazing throw, complete in the teeth of the defense, but in real contact, the receiver would have gotten rocked. Okay, I remember this one. Man, Brissett threw such a pretty pass through 2 defenders. The receiver caught it. It was like a 20-yard bullet down the middle. But I'm going to tell y'all now, in real life, that receiver would have caught it and got destroyed because the defense closed, and when he caught it, they just didn't do anything. But in real life, they would have just ate that receiver. That's like one of them death throws. Beautiful throw, Brissett. Beautiful route, but you set him up for disaster. Yeah, like I don't want to see that play unless it's a 2-minute drill, and we have to have it. Otherwise, somebody is going to get hurt on that play. Somebody's going to get hurt. All right. So keep it going. It's starting to rain, and Brissett gets all the time in the world and misses the open receiver by throwing too low. Yeah, the rain start coming down. The O-line once again literally just builds a wall for Brissett, so I didn't care about the 5 seconds anymore. The only time I call out a play holding it more than 5 seconds is when I see the defensive line actually in the backfield. They're like back there by the quarterback. That's the only time I call it out. But they were holding it for a long time, but it was a beautiful pocket. Well, at least a wall. And Brissett still missed it. He threw the ball too low. Sinnett getting reps, but I'd rather chill. All right, next up. Tua, incomplete to Grant. Pass was low, but not as bent over. I don't know what I meant by bent over. Oh, I think should have been over. This is another one where the ball was held too long, where the pass was incomplete. But I said basically, but it should have been over. Like he held the ball so long, they should have just blew the whistle. And he tried to just dart it at the end, and it ended up being complete anyway. All right, next play. Tua throws a strike in the middle of the defense for 20 plus. Beautiful protection. Line gave plenty of time. See, once again, you get a whole bunch of incompletes and short little dump offs and inconsistency. Then you just get a beautiful play out of nowhere, and the world goes crazy. The beat writers tell everybody the sky isn't falling, but context isn't behind it. And this is once again what I'm frustrated about with our defense, our offense. We're just not really moving the ball, and then on occasions we'll get a nice play, but it's still a situation where we end up punting. All right, so after Tua throws that beautiful ball, right, Tua hands the ball off, but no gain. Then the very next play, Tua incomplete in the flats. Then Brissett gets another shot. Brissett intercepted, great pass, but he bobbles it, and 51 gets the pick. Here's another one where Brissett throws a nice bullet. The receiver bobbles it, and the linebacker just takes it away and runs the other way. All right, next play. Brissett, quick slant for 3 yards. More of that short stuff. Only in Florida does it rain, come down, and sun still shining. Yep. Next play. Brissett, incomplete deep, but crowd calls for the flag, and the flag is given. Definitely pass interference, but refs didn't throw the flag until the crowd complained, which made me mad because matter of fact, this was the only deep ball of the day. I lied. This was the only deep ball of the day. Brissett threw it about 50 yards down the field, a Hail Mary, and it just wasn't a good play, y'all. I mean, the DB was over it the whole time, but unfortunate for him, the ball was just hanging high like one of them Hail Marys. And he just jumped on top of the receiver and got the pass interference. He didn't have to do that. Just locate the ball and you got position already. But this was the only deep ball of the day that I can recall. Okay. But we got the pass interference. The refs wouldn't have called it until the crowd went crazy. All right. Next up, Tua complete across the middle and hurry up offense for 15 yards. But something was weird about this play. I was weirded out because Tua dropped back the pass and the receiver was like running full speed, but the DB was jogging. I'm like, is he hurt? Oh, well, good pass by Tua for 15 yards. And then the next play, I realized what they were doing. I tweeted, this is strange. They are running a hurry-up offense where the defense isn't doing anything but jogging. I think it's just a 2-minute drill play, familiarity drill. And that's exactly what it is. What they did is the defense's job isn't to stop the play. It's just to follow their guy and make it look like they're playing defense. And the quarterback, basically a 2-minute drill, making sure everybody knows the plays in a 2-minute segment. And I can tell you now, looking at our 2-minute segments, when I'm doing the live game by game play, I'm probably going to be able to call our 2-minute drills out because I see the pattern and what they're trying to do in the 2-minute drills and the routes they're trying to run. And I see what the bread and butter for those are. I would say it live right now, but I'm just going to decline not to because our opponents can be listening. But I know what they're going to be doing a lot in the 2-minute drill. I could tell. Specific routes were very primary in it. So the defense wasn't even playing. So I didn't need to report any of these plays because every single play was complete by all three quarterbacks throwing the ball because the defense wasn't really playing. Sometimes it looked like the defender would pick it, but he would let the receiver catch it. And what they were doing was trying to get enough plays in while the clock ran down and run the kicker out and to kick the game winner at the last minute. And all three quarterbacks did this drill, and Sinet got down to the 1-yard line. See, Tua got to like the 35, and Sanders booted it in for the game winner. Brissett got to like the 30, and Sanders booted it in for the game winner. Reed Sinet got us to the 1-yard line with his 2-minute drill. But the problem was Sanders came out and one second was left. I thought the snap got off, but the refs called it over. It was over. So we didn't score on that one. So I think they just ain't respect Reed Sinet on that. But anyway, that's what happened in that regards. And that was all. That was practice. And then after practice, I saw Nick Needham, one of the very few people still putting in work on the field, working with the little ball machine to catch passes. So he's doing after practice work. And right after that, he came over to me and a few other fans right there by the stands, and I got a chance to talk to him, and I was finna get his autograph, and I didn't have anything to write on, so the only thing I saw white was my shoe, the Jordan. So I'm about to take it off and let him sign my Jordans, and the staff runs up and hates on us and talk about no, you can't do that, Nick. COVID protocol. And Nick was like, I can't even get a picture with the man. They were like, no, you can't. And he was like, sorry, man. I was like, it's all good. Then I start recording and I called him. I said, Nick. He turned around. I said, keep putting that work in. I see you. Shook his head. All right, appreciate you. And kept it moving, man. So they hated on your boy. I was finna get the quality autograph, but they hated on me. But you can go to Twitter to see the little short interaction that I was able to catch on video when I told him I see the work he putting in and keep doing your thing. And you'll see him nodding, appreciate it to me, and kept it moving. So all of that coverage is on Twitter. So go check out the Twitter. Popping though, I got 2,114 people. Literally was at like 1,800 the other day. So that was pretty cool. So listen, I'm not gonna keep y'all long tonight. because I'm a little worn out. I want to get some normal sleep because I drove 3 a.m. just to get down here to go to practice. So I want to get some sleep tonight for camp tomorrow, which is pads, which I can't wait. Well, listen, they lied to us, okay? I know it's early, but I'm not sure where they're getting the glitz and the gloom about our offense so far. We just don't have any consistency happening right now. Like, you'll love to see several plays string together. Like, give me that 20-yard dagger. Give me that deep go route. Give me that 7-yard slant. But we can't get nothing in succession. We can't. LMAO, TD, I was behind you and I saw you reach down for the Jays. I was like, I know he isn't about to let Nick Needham sign the Jays. Oh, you saw me reach down to untie it when them dudes came and hated on us? Oh, man. Nah, I think I know who that is in the comment section. He was right behind me. I think I know who that was, man. Yeah, man. I was like, man, I ain't got nothing for him to sign up because I was wearing all black again. And I'm like, but my hat black too? Nah, he just going to have to sign these J's. He going to have to sign the white part of the J's. And I might, hey, people do that, man. Man, yeah, I did, man. That's funny you said that because I reached down and undid my shoestring, and then they like, Needham, no, you can't. COVID protocol. Oh, man. But yeah, man. But again, I'm not seeing consistency. Yeah, I see improvement in Tua, but I'm not sold on the offensive play calling. I'm not sold that this team can be very effective at all versus a man-to-man scheme. Once again, if we're running a zone, we're eating all day, ladies and gentlemen. If a defense runs a zone against us, we can eat all day. But when we run into those teams that run man-to-man, I don't have the confidence that we're going to consistently move the ball. Nothing I've seen so far makes me feel that way. Because every time we're in a man, it's a pass breakup, incomplete, or finally a great connection, but it was still tight coverage. I'm seeing a lot of inconsistency. So when people say I'm seeing vast improvements by the offense, I'm blah, 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 I'm not buying that whatsoever. When I get my own eyes on it, I don't feel like we're like doing it on a consistent basis. Again, yes, we're making plays here and there, but a lot of plays are dump downs and stuff, man. And when we finally do make a play, it's still not stringing in a level of consistency. Y'all see it in real time. Mahomes putting 4 nice passes in a row to flip the field. Brady, you see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the quarterback per se, but the offenses they're running. We're not doing that. We're flattening it out, incomplete, pass breakup, finally, 20-yard gash. Run for 2 yards, dump off in the flat for 5, incomplete. It would have been a punt, but it's practice. Keep the reps going. Man, doesn't sound good so far. I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like it's bad, but I got more concern than the typical person about this offense right now. I got more concern because, again, we're still not going through. I'll just say tomorrow is all that matters. Pass protection. Tomorrow is what matters. Okay? Tomorrow is what matters. TD, don't give other teams ideas about how to defend the offense. You know what, Rock? I would normally think that way, but I want teams to know how to defend us. You know why? Because once again, when you go to that AFC Championship game, they're going to know how to defend you without any hints. See, we can't be a team that's just so like this. It's the Josh Allen effect. This is what I'm telling y'all. It's the Josh Allen effect. It's all these teams running zone again, and you're just killing them because it's easy. Just find the open man in the zone and throw a bullet. And you're killing people all year. Run a whole bunch of crossing routes and see which window in the zone you could dart it to and find your guy and they get yards after the catch. It's easy. But as soon as you run into that team that runs man to man, you look trash. Your offense looks trash. And people will say, well, TD, every team don't have the luxury of having good boundary corners where they can do that. I don't care, because I don't care if I win 13 games and lose in the AFC Championship game. I know some of y'all can care less. If you won 13 games, that's all you needed for the season, even if you lost the playoff game. I know some of y'all think that way, but I don't. I don't. I have no confidence right now that this team can be successful man to man. The only success we'll find man to man is going back to what we did in the past, hoping Parker can win his 50-50 battles. Hoping Parker can win his 50-50 battles. And that's unacceptable to me. We need to open this offense up. Run some deep crossing routes. Get these guys out here moving in traffic. And let the quarterback sit and learn to be confident and get that ball where they need it to be. Let me say this. I love a little offensive wrinkle that we do have, though, because, and don't think I'm hating, I'm just giving it to y'all 1,000 right now. You know how I've always said, Tua has a problem going through like all the progressions and reading the defense. Here's what I will say. This is something that I notice that I love, because it kind of confirms what I've been telling y'all, that he does struggle in that area. Tua would look right. He'll hike the ball and he'll look to his right at that outside receiver. He'll also look at the tight end coming across, and he's staring at both of them like, any of y'all open, If you're open, I want to throw it to you, but none of you are open. But the way that they've designed some of these plays, Waddle is coming across the field from the opposite side, so that right before he's about to throw the ball away, he sees Waddle wide open coming his way. So it's almost like, instead of reading the defense, going to your progressions to go find the man, they're making sure that the man comes within his path to see him eventually. And I do like that, because a lot of these finds Waddle in the middle for 5 yards, finds Waddle coming across for 10 yards, because Waddle's been open all up and down our zone. And this is why. Because the way that they've designed some of these plays, Tua may be looking to go one way, but eventually another guy comes in his picture, and if he beat his man coming across, he's wide open. And if it's a zone, he's definitely wide open, because Tua done stared the defense one way so long that underneath is wide open coming into that site. So I like that kind of design. Brissett, 6 interceptions last 4 games, 2-0, but he's saying Brissett is better. LOL, OMG. Flips, do me a favor, watch the stream, man. I'm not going to insult you right now, but you sound crazy. If you heard anybody talk Can y'all hear me? TD fell asleep. My bad, y'all. You probably can hear me now. What happened was I'm using my phone's hotspot and my phone died, so the internet cut off and it stopped the stream. So I went and got my business phone and turned that hotspot on. So that's what basically happened. But like I said, man, Brissett, in my opinion, had a better day today. I believe that's just overall that's a fact. Brissett made a lot of really good throws, but he also had inconsistency. I just think that he made a lot more big throws today, big time throws. Um, Outside of that, it was nothing for me to rave about with either quarterback, regardless. And it's not really about the competition between those two. I was just letting y'all know I thought Brissett had a really solid day today. It's not about the competition because I think it's very clear that Tua Tagovailoa is the starter and he's going to be the guy this year. There's no question about that. I know people will stir up controversy and be like, Brissett is our guy. But Tua's our starter. I don't think they're going to have the Fitzpatrick situation unless Tua struggles. But I'm telling y'all, the way this offense is lined up, they could struggle at times. I am telling y'all right now, I feel like I'm begging for teams to play us in the zone for us to have a level of success because I am not confident about anything man to man right now. So it is what it is. I'm gonna keep my eye on the situation. I just think tomorrow is the important day of it all. Tomorrow, when the pads come on and they actually get physical and get at it, this is gonna be our day, y'all. This is gonna be the day. It's gonna be the day, man. So we'll see if they get physical, if they allow hits. I don't think they'll allow hits on the quarterback, but we'll see how it goes when they're physical. We'll see if they get that ball out of their hand. Them quarterbacks. We will see. And then tomorrow is just a small indicator. When they play Atlanta with the Bears, that's going to be a good one. So, I don't know, man. I'm just going to say this to y'all, Dolphin fans. Y'all know I love my team. I'm just not confident right now in the fact that our season can go any way. And if I'm being positive about it, it just means I'm being optimistic. It's not like I have the true conviction of, man, this team now, we're about to do some stuff. I feel very confident because our defense picked up where it left off last year. And if they can finish the X situation and keep him on the roster, it's going to be crazy good this year. Offensively, we should automatically get better, but I don't know if better makes a difference. When you look at last year, ladies and gentlemen, let's just say Fitz didn't come in and save us for 2 games. We're 8-8. If Fitz doesn't come in and save us for 2 games, we're 8-8 last year. And my biggest fear is that this team does improve, but we're 10-7 because it's a 2-game improvement without Fitz. That's how I feel. I feel like if we do improve right now, I'm feeling like a 10-7 improvement. Yes, that's an improvement. I know we went 10-6 last year, but 10-7 is actually an improvement because Tua would be owning the whole season. He would own the whole season. Because I don't care. Nobody can convince me that he was going to beat the Patriots or the Buffalo Bills in the first 2 games had Fitz not played. Nobody can convince me of that. You can't convince me that he would have beat Seattle either. Now, he probably wouldn't have made that play in the end that would have lost it, but come to think of it, we wouldn't have had the offensive success early in that game that we had. TD, what do you need to see to feel confident? Just a little consistency. strings of consistency. I don't want to hear a 20-yard beautiful pass every 10 plays. I don't want to hear dump down, pass breakup, would have been a sag, held on too long, beautiful 30-yard strike. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear 7-yard slant, 15-yard comeback, 4-yard pass. I don't care, but that's the first. You see what I'm saying? And then keep it going. I want to see the offense string 3 completions together at once. 3 completions. That's what I want to feel confident. If you go out there and you watch practice, dump off to the flats, 2 yards. Nobody open in the second. Nobody open out there. Finds a guy for 5 yards, right sitting there in the middle. You know how a running back runs in the middle of the field and just turn around, and the linebackers can care less, and they're not even playing. They're not even worrying about the underneath guy. They're just keeping everything secure behind them. We're just hitting that guy over and over and over. So every time you get to a nice pass across the middle, that's what that is. So give me some consistency where, like, don't we deserve? See, this is where I can't get down with what some people say. Well, they're growing and, they're going to, do quick passes and see if they can use the speed to get extra yards. Ain't nobody want to hear that. We deserve an explosive offense one day. All the great teams are explosive offenses. Yeah, they may have 10 play drives, but they also can put together 3 play drives for a touchdown. And it's like we're built to put up every time 14 play drives. That means more things have to go right. Why can't we start just eating like crazy? That's the offense we deserve. So that's what it would take for me to feel better. Feel like, the offense is getting better. Not worried about the defense. It's just the offense. And again, it's not Tua because, like I said, a lot of these plays he backing out and nobody's open. Nobody's open. Anyway, man, I got to get out of here. Love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Tomorrow's the big day, man. They put these pads on. I'll be up top at the 50 again this time. And another thing, it wasn't as hot up there. I survived. It was good. But follow me on Twitter if you want live play-by-play. I will see y'all tomorrow for the pregame, pre-practice show. Love y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all so much, man. I got to get me some rest tonight, and I hope y'all do the same. God bless y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace. It's TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Doing it big. We out.